What's up, everybody? It has been a minute or two. Yes, I'm late. I know. What an asshole. What a piece of shit. It is what it is. Did you read the title of this one? It is what it will be, but it won't be what it can't because open panel? What? What's up, Megan? What's up, Mr. Chapman? King Tide, everybody. Well, nobody. Somebody. I'm gonna go make me a drink real quick. That's for sure. I've been all right, I guess. I haven't been feeling too good lately, but it is what it is, you know. How have you been, James? Ow. That's good. You got some shit worked out with your dad or what? I hope so. Megan, I haven't forgot about you either. But I haven't checked my emails or any of that shit for a couple days. Yeah. I just wanted to pop in, see what everybody was up to, how the streets of the two have been. Haven't really been around much this last week. Yes, indeed. Really got a bunch of shit going on. My parents got to move. Out of the home that should be theirs. But I guess the wills of fate have decided against it. They've only been living there for the last 36 years. My mom was actually born in the house. Long story short, people are cocksuckers. Yeah, it's a major understatement. And I don't rightly know what to do about it. I know what I want to do. I know what I can do. I know what my parents say to do. I know what that inner monster, I guess you could say. It's not the word I'm looking for, but thinks I should do. But I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, what do you got to talk about, James? I just know that after 36 years of my parents living in this home and making it theirs, the original agreement was that it would be theirs. But my mom's sister, well, she's a special kind of cunt. She said she wished she'd killed my mom when my mom was 9, or when she was 9. I never did get that part of the story straight. Was it when she was 9 or my mom was 9? If it was her that was 9, I would put my mom at about 4.
Yeah.
And if it was my mom that was 9, well, that puts my aunt cunt at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 14? Yeah, I've been having a hard time with my mom lately too, but in a different aspect, James. Wait, what's going on with your mom, bud? This house, my parents have been paying on it for the last 30 years. The first 6 years we lived in the house, my parents didn't pay rent. They were on Section 8 housing, so housing paid for it. But everything after that, and I mean everything, my parents paid for it. So at 45,000 every 10 years, that's $135,000 that my parents have paid. Never missed a rent payment, which they thought were house payments. Was never late on the rent payment. And now that my Aunt Cunty, I like that name, passed away, may she not rest in peace. I know that might be fucked up of me to say to some of you, but you don't know who she is, so don't judge me until you know me and you know her better. This house was supposed to be signed over to my parents years ago, but my aunt kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And now that she died, everybody that has a share of the house now don't realize that my mom and dad have been paying rent this whole time. They literally think my parents have been living there for free as freeloaders for the last 30 years, which ain't the case. By all means, it's not the case. I'm just having a hard time with it. I really don't know what to do. If anybody knows a good real estate lawyer that could give me some help or some information, I'd be appreciated. I'd be appreciated. Wonder how many times I can fuck that one up tonight. I'd be appreciated. It's hard for me to express myself to my mom that she will understand. Well, James, sometimes what do you want me to say? I don't know. Like sometimes I guess just shake them. Sometimes just fucking grab everybody's shoulders and say, "Just listen to me." I don't know. I don't know how to deal with moms. I just never really argued with my mom. As for expressing myself, I've never had a problem with that to anybody. So there is that. I express me 100% of me time. Yep. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just gotta. I don't know, man. Shake her. Not like shaking baby syndrome or anything, but like, shake her.
Write it down.
Hey, that's a good idea, babe. My wife said write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper and give it to her. Tell her, read this shit. Or don't. Read it. see if that gets us anywhere. It usually don't. It sometimes does. I know this much. It's probably not going to make the situation any worse. I mean, how bad's the situation? How bad is it? How bad is it with your mom? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, where one's being, yeah, it's a bump, and a 10 being motherfucking Mount Everest, where you at with it? What's up, Megan? I think you forgot a hey there. Hey. I was saying I haven't forgot about you. I haven't been feeling good this whole week. I don't know what it is. But there's that. Oh, are you that kind of Seattle fan? You're like an all-out Seattle fan. Mariners, fucking Sea Skanks. Why is Sea Skanks fan? Why is Seahawks fan? I don't question anybody. But this one.
Because I was born exactly. Let me just change this because no one needs to see that head. I was born exactly 4 months after they played their first game in 1976. So, sorry, I'm just writing down that the Mariners won again. Yeah, I love Pete Carroll. He was at USC, of course, and went to the Seahawks, and I love blue and green as two colours. I live in the northwest of the state that I live in, not the Pacific Northwest, unfortunately. And yeah, I've got to be up at 2:00 tomorrow morning to watch them play, so I'm not going to sleep tonight.
What's up, Sunshine Moonbeams?
No, it's all good. All good. Yeah, I've got a very early start, so I'm watching Formula One racing around a track at ridiculous speeds.
Also, you're into racing, huh?
Yeah, I'm a gearhead, so my family.
I got an interview coming up with hopefully, well, not hopefully, he will be racing NASCAR next year.
Oh, cool. I've never really understood NASCAR. I mean, I watch it.
Get in the car, do 240 miles an hour, making left-hand turns for 500 miles. That's about what it is.
Yeah, basically handbrake turns around corners.
Yeah,
is how I understand it. No, my family's had a car dealership for close to 100 years. In the town that I live in, so I mean, I couldn't pull an engine apart and put it together necessarily, or know even what.
But you could get G2K a hell of a deal on a car.
If G2K doesn't mock my love of the Seahawks, yeah, I probably could. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, look. I only mock the Seahawks because they're not the Niners.
And I mock the Niners. And how is this for coincidence? I mock the Niners because they're not the Seahawks. There we go.
2 peas in a pod, or 2 Niners or 2 Niners in a sea snake.
But I will make a confession to you before I really saw the Seahawks, because down here in Australia, when I was a kid, you only ever got to see the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks didn't play in the Super Bowl till 2013. So I saw the great, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice era of the 49ers when I was a kid.
Clark, Plummer, Waters.
Yeah, yeah. Saw Jerry Rice at a USC game in LA because his son was playing for USC. So, to my horror, I found my Joe Montana 49ers jersey in the back of the closet a few months ago. And I I really want to burn the damn thing, but it's worth a fortune, so I probably won't.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah, I love.
I can't put a value on Joe Montana's stuff. So
No, I mean you couldn't, because Jumpin' Joe was one of the greats, and he's still, even though he was a stinking 49er, still one of my favorite NFL players of all time. So
no, he's definitely better than Tom Brady. So there you go.
oh yeah, but that's no comparison. Then that's an insult to Joe, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
don't get me wrong. Brady was good, and actually, we played the Patriots in Foxborough tomorrow.
Well, I hope you kick their fucking asses.
My brother loved Brady back in the day. I didn't hate him. He wasn't
before he cheated or after he cheated.
Oh, before, during, and after. So
okay.
My brother was a great Tom Brady fan. And you know, I'm neither here nor there on Brady. My favorite quarterback is the inaugural quarterback for the Seahawks, Jim Zorn, and I've got his jersey.
Hey, Jim Zorn is a good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a lot to work with.
What's up, Wanda E? Look at that. Hang on one second. Hang on one second, Megan.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Wanda.
Check it out. Sunshine Moonbeams. Thank you for being a G2K Ninja for the last 4 months, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Sunshine. And that is a lovely name, Sunshine and Moonbeams. That's what we need more.
She'll get mad. It's just Sunshine Moonbeams. There's no
and. Oh, Sunshine Moonbeams. No and.
Yes.
My apologies. I can't read.
I'll learn the hard way.
Look, if I insult anyone, it's a long line, stand in line. No, it's not the delicatessen. I'll try to be nice, but I'm having real trouble reading because I've been in front of this screen since what's the time? 2 p.m., 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've been in front of this thing since 4 a.m. So yes, if I misread somebody's name, my apologies. I'm starting to get a migraine. So so
that's okay, Megan. Just take a breath.
Oh, I was going to say I need to go to the potty.
Well, why don't you go take that tinkle in?
I will be right back and get a cup of coffee. So
all right. You get a cup of coffee, I'll get a glass of Jaeger. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Works well.
Yeah, she's cool. She's got a hell of a story to tell. Yep. She does. And I'll be interviewing her here in the next little while. I'm just taking it back that she only feels like it's doable on my channel. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's up, my sister? My sister, how are you? Yeah. Sorry I was late. Likely story. How's your folks? How's the life? You're okay, or okay? Like, what kind of okay are you? Oh my God. Yes, I know. What a piece of shit I am. I know. They never fucking go live on YouTube is the problem. You was having a late dinner or you are having a late dinner, Wanda? Look at that. Wanda E, G2K Ninja in the fucking flesh. Hell yeah. I are not what? How dare you say I are not? I'm not what? Now I got a complex. What'd you have for dinner, Wanda? I'm gonna say food. Let's see. Maybe potato, mashed potato, maybe some corn, maybe chicken, maybe rice. I don't know. Shit. I had a minute and 30-second chimichanga times 2. Yep. It was so good, I don't want another one. Yeah. Yeah. Because it didn't have no salsa on it. And if it ain't got salsa on it, I don't want it. But I ate it anyway because I was hungry. I'm just saying. Now I'm drinking a glass of Jaeger. Yep. Shut up! What's up, Dan? Let me throw this down in there. I know none of you will take me up on the offer, but you know, I got to do it anyway. Sometimes some people. Somebody banned Sunshine Moonbeams. Just ban her. I would have never went with zucchini cheese, tomatoes, onions, lettuce, and roasted chicken. I got the chicken right. Luna. There's a link for anybody that wants to come up and join the open panel. I didn't say open portal, I said panel. Not portal, panel. We got no panels here or portals here. Portals. Holy shit. I tongue-tied myself on that one.
Serve another drink.
I already hadn't made it through the first one yet. Might have made this a little bit strong though. But what do? You can't take it out once you've added it. Yeah, whatever. Why did I picture you like some like snobby Brooklyn girl when you said that? Yeah, whatever. Sunshine Movies, because I know you're so far from Brooklyn. Or snob. Well, yeah, okay. Maybe. Well, shit, I would have joined if it were an open portal. It's open portal night. It's open portal night. Look at that. Walk yourself into open portal. Yeah, a snobby redneck. I'm just kidding. Don't kick my ass. Get up here on the open portal. The open portal to greatness. If you want to become greatness, you have to grace yourself on the G2K panel. Portal. And the portal. Come on, Wanda. Get up here. Chicken. I still don't know who you are. I got an idea, but I think I'm wrong. Could it be greatest of all time? Greatest of all time. General Pep Talk. Is it General Pep Talk? PPP, what does that mean? Pads, pornos, and P. Diddy? No. No, her name's not that. At least give me a hint here now, damn it. More than you already given me. Gavin. How come nobody's ever named their kid Gavin? Just wondering. Crazy things.
Excuse me.
Holy fuck, you scared the shit out of me.
Oh, what? Sorry. I should announce it. Sorry. Was just cough sneezing and I pressed it as I cough sneezed. My apologies.
Yeah, sure. Just leave it up to my wife because now she's got to change my britches.
Whatever.
Well, this is why I will never get married, my dear. So the only bridges I have to change are my own.
Hey, I'd be proud to change my wife's britches.
Is she aware of this? You just announced it to the world on the interwebs.
Oh, everybody knows that about me already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. And don't be worried if you're not saying stuff like that, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of why you get married, you know?
Well, yes, but just remember this, GTK. Murderers don't get life sentences anymore, but you do when you get married.
But marriage is a life sentence that I'm happy to do. You know why?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because I hear the dating scene these days is a fucking mess.
I'm led to believe from those I know who are in it. Yeah, I'm led to believe that is a true statement as well. Yes. No. Ugh. No.
I haven't had to worry about that shit for almost 20 years now. So I'm good.
So did you get married when you were 5? Is that legal in your state? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? If that's a rude question, don't answer.
Well, of course it's not a rude question. How old do you think I am?
I'd say mid-30s. You're younger than me, and I'm 48 in December, so...
Well, fuck me raw.
I'd rather not, because your wife might want to... No, sorry. Sorry, ma'am. I just went there before...
I was looking at my wife when I said it, too, so there you go.
Oh, I don't know your wife.
So you're born in 76, 75?
76, as I said. The first Seahawks game was the 1st of August, 1976, and I was born exactly 4 months later, the 1st of December, 76. Yep.
I was born the day before the United States' birthday in 1979.
Okay. I'll tell you that much. No, I thought you were like a baby compared to, well, everyone is.
Like, no.
Okay.
No, I got some miles on me.
Oh, you sound younger, but I'm really bad at picking people's ages. You know how some people can look and go, "Oh, you're 48 or you're 26 or."
Yep, and you know what I do to those fuckers? They're like, "You're 45." I'm like, "You're so fucking wrong. Get out of here."
Well, I've got my mother is.
Hi, Luna.
Hey. Okay. My mother is European and she's 74, and she looks not a day over 60. I got told the other day, as I said, I'm 48 in December. I got told I looked about 26. Oh shit, yeah, I'll take that every friggin' day.
Hell yeah. I got carded a couple months ago for some liquor I was buying. I was like, I had to go out to my car and get that shit. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." She's like, I was like, no. Don't take this from me. Don't take this from me. I'm like, once you see my ID, you'll be like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, 45 years old there, lady.
I remember my brother when the Sydney casino opened. We were just having a look. We weren't betting or anything, and my brother was 23, and he got carded every door because he has a real baby face. Yeah. I'm 4 years older. I'm walking through with no problem, and every door he goes to, he gets carded. Yeah. I love when people find out I'm almost 48. They're like, no way. And as you said, you throw down your ID and they look at the day, do the math, and it's like, yep. Anyway, how are you, Miss Luna?
I'm doing good, Megan. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. as I was saying to GTK, I've got an all-nighter tonight. I've got Formula One racing from Azerbaijan, and then the Seahawks play at 2:00 in the morning, my time. Oh, this is
Wow.
gonna be fun. So, yeah.
No, I seen G2K was live. Figured I'd swing through, say hey, see how he was doing.
It beats what I should be doing, which is work, but not on a Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. Well, that's what I'm using as my excuse for not doing it.
Well, that works for some people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if my boss will take it as an excuse, though, as long as everything gets done eventually, I suppose.
Yeah, my dad's like that. My dad's 74 as well, like your mom. And what I noticed with him is the closer he got to, getting older, the more he didn't like working on Sundays because it was the Lord's Day. Because back when we were younger, my dad didn't even give a shit.
No, my dad didn't. My dad sadly passed away. But yeah, he was like that, work all through the week and into the weekend. And, Sunday was for getting jobs around the house done that he may not have done during the week because he was working. And but that's what happens. Suddenly the Lord's Day becomes a real good excuse.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was with my dad, or still is with my dad. Nothing. I'm doing a live stream, swear. How was the dance? How was the dance?
It was worse than I expected, though. It was worse than I expected, though. Because I was expecting them to, do stuff, but they just kind of played music instead of, So.
Yeah, because nobody has the balls to get up and dance. It was so stupid.
No, we did. We danced a lot. Yeah, we tried our best to dance.
Well, as long as you guys tried, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice. Hi, Mommy. But yeah, I'll call Mom.
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Okay, love you too. Bye. Daughter had homecoming today.
That was like, it's like, should I be listening to this? Is somebody in the room with him, or is he on the phone? Should I be really listening to this, private conversation?
Oh yeah, if it was private, I would have muted it out.
Well, that's what I figured. Yeah, so homecoming. It's that homecoming time already. What are we?
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, September. Yeah. I suppose.
Yep, it's her first homecoming with her boyfriend. So
you're not old enough to have a child at homecoming age, young man. Sorry.
I just had a child. I just had a child graduate high school.
Oh, well, I suppose my nephew, whom I adore, has just turned 5 and going to school next year, so that makes me feel old.
Well, one person's old is another person's young,
Very true, yeah. And Oliver brings out my absolute childish tendencies, and I don't care.
You know what? You bringing that up right there, I finally, you helped me just solve a fucking mystery in my life. People ask me all the time, why don't you grow up? Why do you act so childish? You know what I mean? I like to joke around. I like to bust balls. I like to have fun.
Yes,
and shit. And it's like, you know what? It just dawned on me. It's because I didn't have a fucking childhood.
Possibly, as you know, my parents divorced 1 week after I was 9. I won't tell that story because we'll talk about that when we talk. And you have whatever I know your situation, or kind of, because you kind of told me. And if you don't have a childhood through some trauma, whatever it is, and who says it's acting childish anyway? That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
Who's the police that said when you're 48, I can't have fun with my 5-year-old nephew because I'm 48? Where is that written in the rule book of life? Can you point that? It's like, you're being childish. You need to grow up. No, I'm actually, like you said, enjoying the fact that I have a 5-year-old nephew who is the light of my world, who brings out this side of me. If you can't deal with it, there is the fuck you go to the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Oh, where'd Luna go?
oh,
Hmm.
oh, she did say she was going to pop up for a few minutes. But
Yeah.
yeah, that drives me nuts. It's like, okay, I'm childish to you, but I'm having more fun in life than you are with my nephew. So, you know.
Is that Noya?
No, he's right there.
Where?
He's under the
Oh.
blanket.
Yeah, no, like I know exactly what you're saying, like for real. And that's gonna be my answer to everybody. Like if they say that shit, I'm gonna be like, just go fuck off. Mind your
It's
own
like
business.
if you're that miserable, you can't let a stranger or something, well, you know, if you know me, let me have my fun because you're so damn miserable because of whatever's going on in your world. I don't, yeah, you're not the friend I want to have. Thanks very much. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Like I am that old guy that likes to have fun. Like
My dad was. My dad died at just before his 72nd birthday, and he would be the one, not necessarily singing and dancing, but he's the one like you and I that'd bust your balls, call you an idiot, laugh at you, laugh with you, you know, like
right.
people say, my mother said I have a very sarcastic attitude. Sorry, not attitude, sense of humor, which I do. But that came from him. Like,
Yeah.
if you
I
do
think
something,
I think it's necessary.
yeah, if you did something stupid in front of me, not that I'm saying you would, but if you did,
Oh, I will. Give me enough time, I will.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, I will call you out on it. I will call you a fucking idiot. I will continue to call you a fucking idiot. But that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
meant as an insult. That's actually a term of endearment if it comes
Yeah,
from
yeah.
me.
Oh, I get it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
I get
know,
it.
the moment I say what a lovely young man you are, or young woman, and whatever, and be polite to you, that's when you know I'm pissed with you. If I'm being brutally sarcastic and busting your balls, you know we're friends, and you know.
See, I can tell that to people all the time. I'm like, they're like, well, we don't know if you're being serious or not. And I'm like, okay, look, here's one thing everybody needs to fucking know about me.
Mm.
If you have to question whether I'm being serious or not, I'm probably not being serious.
100%. Or if
Like-
you're worried that I'm being sarcastic to you, how well do you know me?
Yeah,
You know, yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right.
for real.
And
I
if I'm
do.
being polite and calling you sir and madam and, you know, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir, I'm really thinking that we're not going to be friends. You know? Oh,
Yeah,
there she is.
see, I'm kind of different. Like I have that like I call people sir or ma'am if they're older than me, and I got respect.
Oh, I
for them.
do too. I do
Mhm.
too. Yeah, I will
But-
respect somebody older than myself by calling them sir and ma'am. Yeah.
You know, one thing that'll get me fucking hotter than a hooker in church is fucking calling me a boy. Here, boy. Whew.
Call me girl.
Boy hanging. Tell you what.
Call me girl or lady. I'm just saying, I will see red. It's like if you're calling me a lady, you don't effing know me because I'm more of a guy than you will ever dream of being, and probably have bigger balls than you do. Not you.
What about you, Luna? What about you, Luna? What's one word that people can call you to just make you want to fucking rip some Adam's apples out?
You want me to answer that honestly?
Yes, I do. I only ever want the honesty from everybody.
If somebody calls me a bitch,
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, or the C word, the one that I will never
Oh,
say
yeah.
to.
or that,
Call me that,
What,
and I am
catastrophe?
ripping skulls. I'm breaking skulls. So, G2, pay attention.
Catastrophe?
Well, not the one I was thinking of, but
No.
I would, for the sake of the argument and not to get you kicked off YouTube, let's just say it's that one.
Canter.
Never. No, yeah, it's just like you're calling
got
me
you.
a lady. I got bigger balls than you have, sunshine. Not you, G2. Not you. Definitely not you.
You don't know that.
Luna.
You don't know that.
No, but you know, I don't know if Luna, if you get it, but you know when somebody looks at you and they're sizing you up, and you know they're sizing you up. Oh, sweetie, can you come over here? I can, but I'm not going to. Oh, why are you being so rude? Because you're an idiot. or you're being an asshole, and then they get offended that you call them out on their behavior.
Yeah, then they proceed to get mad at you. Figure that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That annoys the hell out of me. It's like, no, you're sizing me up like I'm a piece of meat that you want to devour. Not going to happen. I have standards, and they're not that low. Yeah, don't get me started, GT. That's a whole rant for another time, my friend.
Oh, hey, this is open panel, open topic, man. This is what we do around here.
Yeah, a complete lack of disrespect because I'm female. I will crack skulls.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
like my mom and dad didn't raise a piece of shit. You know what I mean? They raised a gentleman who knows how to hold his own. And like, if you want to get on my bad side, disrespect women in front of me and disrespect my kids or my wife or my parents in front of me, and watch what really fucking happens. You guys would see a slide at GTK, you'd be like, man, I don't know if I want to be a ninja underneath this motherfucker guy or what, man.
Disrespect you can disrespect me to a point and I won't bite, but disrespect my family, oh, it's game over. Not that I'm saying you guys would.
I know, right. There's a couple of things that I can allow, but there's a couple of things that I absolutely won't allow. Like if you call me a faggot,
I will
You know what I
snap
mean?
heads. I will break heads.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have broken people's faces over that shit. Not because I'm homophobic or not because I'm
No,
afraid of
because you
homosexual.
don't appreciate the label.
It's
You
because
don't-
it's because I was molested by a homosexual, and like that, it really,
Yeah, no, that's fair, and that is fair enough.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Everybody,
that is
now I've always told everybody, that's one free one. You get one free one. The next one's going to cost you your fucking front set of teeth.
Yeah, I hope you
You
like to
get-
take a picture of your face because I'm about to rearrange it. Yeah.
You might want to buy some stocks and milk because your fucking picture's going to be on the back of the cartons, type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my as I said, you can take a swing at me, and I may bite back if needed. But you take a swing at my family, my mother, my brother, my nephew, my father, God rest his soul, and it is on Donkey Kong.
Oh,
To put it mildly, I am going to take my lightsaber or my cricket bat, whatever comes to head first, and I'll be doing 25 to life for grievous bodily harm.
I'll
If
be
not
doing
more.
25 to life with a fucking smile on my face.
I would too. Yeah. And like, I don't wish harm on anyone, but you fucking crossed the line, particularly with my nephew, my brother and mother and father to a lesser extent. Oh, yeah. It's not going to be pretty and it won't end well. That's all I'm saying. I won't say any more on that.
What about you, Luna?
My reaction,
Just what about you, Luna?
if someone called me one of these choice words that I don't like, is that what you're asking?
Yep, I got $25 on Luna.
I'll bet
First,
my house.
I'm going to beat your ass. Then I will proceed to rip your damn vocal cords out.
Hell yeah.
And that's when she's being nice, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Yeah,
before
that's
she
when
even
I'm
had
being
a
nice.
cup.
That's the
Yeah, I
nice
was gonna say,
version.
this is the first course. Are you going to continue? You wait till you see what happens next, and then yes,
Because I don't play around.
I don't know.
Look, no.
No.
Playtime ended as soon as you said that word that came up out your mouth.
Or as soon as you said something about what you'd like to do to my 5-year-old nephew, game on, bitch. Let's go. Not
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Luna. Not you, Luna. When I said that naughty word, my apologies.
I think she knew that.
No, it's like no. You just don't even.
I don't know. Maybe I would give them a choice. G2K, I'll say, here's your options. You have A or B. I'm either going to beat your ass or I'm just going to fucking shoot you. I'll let you pick, but either one's going to hurt.
No, I would also add to that, Luna, here's my gun, here's your bullet. If you choose the second option, choose the bullet that's going to go through your skull. I
Well,
would, no,
you guys
actually,
are much more
no.
civil and decent than I am because I wouldn't give them an option.
Or you're not going to give them the choice. You're just going to grab the gun and go. Each
Oh
to
no,
their
no. See, I'm not that. I'm not trying to talk down to either one of you, but I'm not that big of a softie. See, like when I think about somebody hurting my kids or fucking with my
You want
wife.
to kill them. You want to.
Oh no! Like I would hammer them to the floor. I would staple them to the floor, and I'd cut them in pieces, and I'd feed them to their own dog, piece by piece.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Maybe I'm too polite and just want to beat the crap out of them with a double-bladed lightsaber.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. As I said, I'm probably way too polite. Although my double-bladed lightsaber's made of bulletproof glass, but I
would
reckon
definitely take you as my torturer.
I reckon I could break some skulls with that thing. I've nearly busted my own hitting
Now,
myself in the head.
G2K,
Yes, ma'am.
when I was on the panel with you last time,
Yes, ma'am.
there was an individual on here that made a reference that said Luna is the cross between a Southerner and a mafia boss.
Okay.
That's pretty factual.
I was going to say, they know you well then, Luna? I would say you're the godmother as opposed to the godfather in the mafia.
I could tell you.
Lucky guess.
I've never seen what you really look like. We've never had a one-on-one conversation with anybody. And I tell you right now, I wouldn't want to fuck with you.
Oh, God, no. Luna, pissed off Luna would be the last person on earth I'd want to cross.
Well, then you ain't never met my mama. But
well, okay, possibly second to your mama. But I'm saying if they're
about my
both
mama?
fine,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here, and when I can't even remember who said it. It was one of the gentlemen. It wasn't Harley Dad. It was the other gentleman that was on panel with us. So when he come off with that, I'm like, have we met somewhere?
no,
I can
I
see
can
it.
honestly say
Kind of
that.
just like nobody could have guessed that. Look,
No, I don't know you that well, Luna, but I wish I had a thought of that first because that's perfect. Yeah.
See,
Southern
and like-
lady and a
see, and
mafia boss.
like with me, people see me like when my wife and I first got together and shit. We would go out before we ever went out to the bar together or whatever. I always told her, I was like, like I don't like going out to the bar because people like to people target me. I'm
Mhm.
short. I'm kind of chubby. I look like a little pushover. And she didn't believe me when I told her that people like to basically target me
Mm-hmm.
until we went out to the bar for the first time. And it wasn't more than fucking 10 seconds that I walked through that fucking front door that I had the first fucking dude in the bar coming up to me trying to start shit with me. And I basically looked at him and said, look, if you don't fucking turn around and leave me alone, I'm going to reach up your fucking asshole. I'm going to take your fucking heart in my hand. I'm going to pull it out your fucking asshole. I'm going to shove it down your fucking throat. Get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's because I was bullied my entire childhood.
Mm.
On top of being sexually abused by a family member. And like that saying dynamite comes in small packages. Well, you ain't never met G2K then.
No,
guess what?
because you'll
I'll
blow.
fuck some shit up.
And I think that's often the case. Like my grandmother, I'm 5'7.5", and my grandmother was quite a bit shorter than me. And she used to always say that good things come in small packages, but they're also the ones that get targeted, like yourself, G2. And she used to, but she just. And I think what's sort of screwed me up a little, as we'll talk about when we talk G2, is that we were always told to walk away from a bully. And to a point, I agree with that. But there are also times I would say in my own life, I wasn't bullied as much as my brother was. He nearly got killed at school. But there are times when walking away seems the better option at first, but then you just have had enough.
It never it never solves anything.
No, and that's what I was about to say. And my father that told my brother when he was bullied before he went to boarding school, sometimes you just have to lay the bastard out. Yeah, you might get into trouble from the teachers for it, but that bully then knows that you still might be the shortest runt in the class or at the bar or wherever. But good God, G2K is going to swing back and lay me out if I try again. Oh, hell no, I'm not trying again. I'm going to leave him alone.
I might not come out on top every single time, but you're going to know you got fucked with.
Well, you're going to know because you've got a broken nose, a broken cheekbone, broken jaw, whatever. G2K is not to be effed with. Like my brother. My brother laid out a bully. He was twice his size, and my brother's just under 6 foot.
Yeah, see,
and my brother stood over him and said, "You're not going to screw with me again, are you?" He never did.
Like with our kids, maybe my wife and I had a odd way of raising our children, but we taught them, look, we're not bullies, but if you see a bully and you see bullying, you shut that shit down. You shut that. I don't give a fuck. You walk up to that bully and knock that motherfucker bully right in their fucking face and black his eye and dot his fucking lip. I don't give a shit.
No,
Period.
My brother got to the point where he was trying to work out how he could hide a butcher's knife in his sleeve of his school blazer. So
I got to the point that I had 4 failed suicidal attempts because of it.
I mean, bullying is something I just don't understand and I won't stand for because of what happened to my brother. It happened to me to a lesser extent, but because I'm that sarcastic so-and-so, I put them in their place before they even tried. It's just like, really, you want to bring, game on.
Some aren't equipped like that, you know?
Yeah. You know, oh, you really want to try game on?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sunshine, we've never tolerated bullying, but what I mean is it was brought home by the fact my brother confided in me. I don't think my father knew, perhaps he did, that my brother Simon would walk to school and the bullies would be waiting to jump him, basically. So he got to the point he wanted to take a knife to defend himself.
That should happen to me almost on a daily basis, man.
And thankfully, my father found out somehow, or one of the teachers told my father, and he pulled him out of the school and sent him to boarding school, which broke both hearts because, you know, my dad and brother were very close, but it kept my brother alive and he did really well at boarding school and, you know, so on and so forth. But, yeah, bullying, that's the one thing that'll make me fly if I see someone bullied. I don't care what happens to me. If I get a broken jaw or a black eye, whatever, so be it. But I hate to
say it like this, but a bully deserves to be bullied. They deserve to know what it's like to feel that fucking torment every morning when you wake up.
I agree with that to a point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could totally say I agree with that completely. But I think, again, I go back to my brother. Well, you want to know the stupid thing about one of the bullies that bullied my brother at school? And what is so hilarious to me now, he became a police officer that deals with bullying in schools. Can you imagine the irony of that? The little shit that picked on my brother for months, if not years at school, becomes a police officer in this town that deals with it. So it can
become the biggest form of a bully.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just so insane. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Here's what I know. Here's from like an outsider's inside perspective. Like in order for somebody to realize the detriment and the seriousness of what their actions cause, they're not going to learn that from just getting their ass whooped.
That's true, but would you? Okay, let me ask you something, and again, if this is an offensive question, don't feel you have to answer it. But given your experience with bullies, do you think if you just laid out one bully, whoever was picking on you at school or wherever, that bully would come back at you and try again?
They did. They did.
Okay, so they did. Because, okay. Because I was thinking, as my father used to tell my brother, all you got to do is lay them out once and they won't come back. But I guess that's not always true, because there's like,
Oh no, it's not. And I mean, there were until I really started standing up for myself and really started beating some ass, because that's what it took. It literally took a broken eye socket, a crushed nose, a snot box coming out. You know what I mean? A few teeth missing. You know, I fucked this dude up until that's what it took him. And we had it out 4 or 5 times before that.
okay, yeah, okay. I see where
You know
you're
what I mean?
coming from.
So
Yeah, okay.
So like in order to learn, in order to know that fire's hot, you must get burned.
Yeah.
If you just keep waving your hand over top of the flame and feeling that it's hot, you never get burned. You never learn your
Yeah,
lesson.
you never really learned the lesson that if you stick your hand in on that hot coal, you are going to burn yourself. Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer. And whatnot, and they can change your opinion about me, or it might not, and it really don't matter to me. But turnabout is fair play in my book.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. No argument there.
What do you think, Luna?
No, I agree.
Hell yeah. It's like, give me some fucking rope.
You're not saying anything that isn't factual. Because I can agree with what you're saying.
I mean, here's how I look at it. If something I say offends you, you probably shouldn't be on my channel. If something I say pisses you off, grow a set. If what I say makes you angry, I guess be angry. Because that's what's wrong with society these days. Participation trophies.
Yes.
And fucking and people who can't take shit.
Well, my firm belief on that, G2, and Luna knows because I've told Luna, is if you're going to throw shit at me, expect it back. If I'm going to throw it at you, I've got to expect it. Because nothing pisses me off more than these lightweights, I was going to say something else, that will throw out an insult at me, and when I insult them back, start crying, or you hurt my feelings. You started it. And my philosophy is I will give as good as I get. You do not want me to give you shit, don't give me shit.
Don't start it.
Don't start it, because I will finish it, and I will not be kind. If I think you're an idiot, not that I do, G2, and certainly not Luna, I'm going to call you out on it. If you are offended by that, like you said, G2, don't be in my presence.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Like you know how to leave.
Or as a friend of mine says, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, meaning don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
You know how you got here to stand in front of me. I guarantee you, if you do that in reverse, you won't be standing in front of me anymore. So you don't need to solve your own fucking conundrum. Get the fuck out of here.
Either you leave now or I will pick you up and throw you. But I guarantee if I pick you up and throw you, you're not landing softly. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
I will. My size 6.5 boot will be so far up your ass, you'll be shitting out my footprints for months. So leave. Yeah. No, I agree with that, G2, 100%. Yep.
So now let's rewind back to the statement I made that says bullies deserve to be bullied.
Okay. As I said, I'm not 100% sure I agree with it, but Hey, I'm
Mhm.
open-minded.
In order for I'm just saying, like in like
They need to taste their own medicine.
yeah,
For them
in order for them to want to try to make a change to quit being an asshole, you have to then show them what it is to be an asshole.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
You can't show an asshole
put them in their place.
how to be you can't show an asshole what an asshole is by showing them your left nipple.
Hang
You know what I
on,
mean?
hang on. Let me check. Oh, it's still there. Yep, we're good. Sorry, I'm following the conversation. Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you see what I mean? So,
So
like,
you're saying two wrongs make a right, or two
it
wrongs
does.
don't make a right?
It does.
I-
Because in this situation, I believe it does because of the fact that after I get done bullying you, because if you push me to that point that I'm gonna stoop down, you're gonna make me stoop down to your level to show you how big of a prick you are, then I'm gonna show you what it's like to be bullied, and you're gonna become better for it. You're gonna change your life and not be a bully anymore. So two wrongs in this case makes it right because you're not going to be a bully no more.
Well, that's assuming that your reverse psychology lesson works and doesn't
It works
exacerbate
so
the
far.
problem. Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, has there ever been a case, and there may not be, where it hasn't worked and it's escalated the violence against you?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, just like everything else in life, nothing's foolproof. Nothing's one. You know what I mean? Except for death and taxes. You know what I mean? But
Sure,
like,
sure.
so I mean, there's always going to be that one or two exceptions to the rule, and in this case, I think it's a rule that's well worth.
I've never heard of it described in that way, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just wondering, do two wrongs make a right? Sunshine believes they do. You do.
So how often do you talk to your brother?
Every day.
So next time you talk to him, say we were talking about a subject on this channel on YouTube, and I want to know, what do you think would have got the bullies to stop bullying you when you were being bullied? Let's see what his answer is.
Okay. Yeah. No, as I said, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
I know.
I've just never heard of it expressed in that way. And as I said, I got kind of bullied, not to the extent you did or my brother did. So maybe I shouldn't be speaking on it. Yeah, exactly, Martin. That's what my father used to always say. Just lay them out once and they'll leave you alone. Well, to G2's point, not always.
That's never worked for me.
Yeah. As I said, I'm not disagreeing. I think it's a refreshing way to look at it.
Like I said, there's always that exception to the rule.
Yeah, I just don't know whether it would have worked. Well, I'll give my brother a call tonight, and I'd be, oh no, he's got the young fellow today. Anyway, I'll talk to him about it in the next little while.
What's up, Master Troller?
Hey, Master Troller. But I think whatever you think of bullying, and I think we three agree that it's not on. There are a million different ways you can deal with it. Some work better than others, and some don't work, and others do work. As I said, I'm probably the last person on earth that should really be speaking about it, given my experience. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. As I said, I don't have the experience you did, G2, or certainly not what my brother did. So,
right.
Yeah, I'll have a chat to him about it. But yeah,
I'm kind of curious to what his answer is. You know what I mean?
he would. I'm almost sure I know, but I don't want to speak for him because he's gotten older and
right.
He's a teacher. He's a teacher now himself.
Well, tell him I said thank you for his service because that's like I think it's the most important job in any country. So
he's a high school teacher as well. So he has
even more important.
He has his words. He deals with shit bags all day, meaning kids being bullied and doing the bullying. So yeah. So
Yep,
Um,
I get it. I fucking get it.
Not just anybody can be a teacher. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
not just anybody can be a teacher. That's for damn sure.
Oh, we have a long line of teachers in our family, and that
Nice.
everyone thought I'd be a teacher. I'm actually a trained psychologist, which is weird, but yeah, I admire teachers greatly. Some of the greatest lessons I've learned have been from the teachers that have been in my life. So yeah.
Oh yeah. After all, you couldn't have become a psychologist without being taught how to be a psychologist.
Exactly. Yeah,
By a teacher.
exactly. University level teaching is different to school teaching, of course. But yes, some of my
Still
greatest
teaching
heroes.
nonetheless.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Yep.
some of my greatest influences are scholars and teachers in my own life, and teachers I've seen around the place. Yeah, 100%.
What do you think, Luna? I'm just going to keep asking you that.
And I'm going to mute. So
Okay,
Luna-
about regarding what?
About
I'll
any
be
of it.
straight up with you. What, did two wrongs make a right? I think in some cases, maybe so, maybe not, depending on the situation. Do I condone bullying? Hell no, I don't. So, in them cases of bullying, it's really gotten worse, I think, over time since, say, maybe, well, hell, I'm older than both of y'all, but it really, I didn't really have to deal with a lot of that when I went to school.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I'm saying you got that. There's something about your voice that just says, "I mean business." I meant business my whole fucking life.
But I
So
did have to deal with it with my oldest daughter.
Oh,
She was in elementary school. She got bullied. People was picking on her. Some of the other kids was picking on her. She made the mistake and told me. I said, well, you go on to class. I'll go up with you tomorrow. I'll take care of it. So I went to go see the principal. I went in there and he said, well, how can I help you? I said, well, I think we got a problem. And he said, well, what's happening? So I told him about the situation. This is what he does to me, which really pisses me off. And he's like, well, I would really like to talk to you about this right now, but I have to get up to the gym because we're going to have a ball game. I was like, no, you're going to sit your ass down and listen to what I got to say.
and every fucking word of it.
And he kind of slowly sat down. I said, yeah, that's what I thought. I said, you either address the situation,
Or
get
out
it
of
resolved, because you don't want me to come back up here. That's all I'm going to say. I said, there won't be no coming back here. I know the route you take home.
Is that a threat? No, that's just common knowledge. I'm just letting you know I know the common knowledge.
Yeah, that's what he said. Are you threatening me? I said, well, take it private you want to.
Yeah.
I said, but I better not hear another fucking word out of my kid.
Yep. We had a similar situation. My son was in kindergarten.
Nothing else happened.
Oh,
I mean, nothing.
Hell yeah. We had kind of a similar situation with my son when he was in kindergarten, and he always had a mohawk and he liked his long hair. And then one day he's like, told his mom, he's like, I want to cut my hair. It's like, well, why do you want to cut your hair? And he told her why, and because kids were on the bus for calling him a girl and teasing him and calling him princess and shit. And I said, okay, Dad'll fix it. So the next day, as he's getting on the bus, I'm standing in the bus line with my son, who's in kindergarten. And I let all the kids get on the bus before my son. My son gets on the bus after all them. And I walk up on the bus behind him. And the bus driver's like, can I help you? I said, yes, you can keep your mouth shut and just listen for a minute. I said, I'm just telling all you guys right now. And I just pointed at the whole bus. I said, listen here. My son comes to me and tells me one more time that you guys are picking on him and calling him names and shit, whichever one of you that it is, I'm going to follow you home. And regardless of whether it's your mom or your dad that answers the door, I'm going to beat the shit out of your mom or dad. Well, guess what? They stopped picking on my son. That's how I handled it. I'm not going to
do
threaten
what
the
you
kid.
gotta
That would
do.
be fucked up. But your mom, your dad, because obviously it's an ongoing situation and it hasn't been handled, so that makes your mom and dad at fault. So therefore, I'm going to kick your mom or dad's ass. No, they quit.
But sometimes it takes them being
Well,
shaken
I
up.
wasn't going to go and freaking say anything to a kid. I figured, okay, this man is the principal. He's
Right.
the one that fixes the problems. This is a problem, and you need to fix it.
Right.
Mm, right.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
have
whole
that.
point I was getting.
And
But
at
it
the
never
time-
happened again.
Yeah, and it never happened to my son again. So point was well taken.
And sometimes, excuse me, sometimes you have to make those hard points. You know, like you did, G2, by getting on the bus and saying this shit ain't on. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I am going to jump down because it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and I do have a few things to do if I'm going to sit up all night watching football, and that includes getting a few hours sleep. So,
All right, sweetheart. And
I
I
will
don't know if you've emailed me back or not, but I'm not ignoring you. Like I said, I've just been
no,
stuck.
I emailed you back with the bio you asked for. I
Okay,
hope it
sweet.
makes sense. Yeah, just let me know so I can clear some time in the diary to have a chat, and you let me know.
All right, sounds good.
All right, talk to you soon, Lena.
All right, take care, Megan.
All right, now it's down to Luna and G2K. Let's fuck some shit up.
I don't know what we're going to discuss. I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, when your kids are kids, I mean, it's up to the parents to freaking
Yeah,
step in sometimes.
yeah, like for real. Like I wish my parents would have been able to do that for me. They weren't. I mean, I don't hold it against them. It's just a different time and different age and different generations. You know what I mean? Like I come from that generation that if I went to school and I got beat up at recess, like I got home, I got my ass whooped, and I was told that I was a wimp. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was. Like you're gonna win that fight next time, or you're gonna get your ass beat again, and then you're gonna go fight him again. And if you lose again, you're going to get your ass beat again by your dad, or your mom, or your uncles. Yeah. Needless to say, there's a
Yeah, it's
whole lot
just
of
a
ass going on.
different time.
I absolutely agree. Definitely a different time. And I'm not even gonna lie. Like I think that time needs to come back around. Like there's so many things out there that have changed for the worse that seemed like it was going to be better. Let's take like participation trophies. Like I don't think that was a good idea at any point in time, but obviously somebody out there somewhere did. And well, they ran with it. And well, now look what you got. You got a bunch of people that want to show up and do jack shit and get rewarded for it. Like I wish I could have done that, you know, like stop it. Like I wish I could have just showed up and got a trophy because I was there. Didn't have to do nothing. Didn't have to go through the agony of defeat and the sorrow of defeat, you know, and all that. Like, what the fuck's the point? Like, I went to my nephew's baseball game last summer. He was only 10 at the time, but I went to his baseball game last summer, and he was like in the third inning, bottom of the third, top of the third inning. I was with my sister, and I was like, "So what's the score?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. We don't keep score." The fuck you mean you don't keep? Then what the fuck is the point of being here? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, well, everybody's is to have fun. We can have fun when we're not playing a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, Whoever came up with participation trophies, you're a fucking jackass. That's my own personal insider. So Martine, so what happened, bud? Martine said he had a rough one a little bit. Took some shit out on somebody else earlier today. Well, you know, like Master Troll was saying, you know, that's why we get a new day tomorrow, you know, start all over. You know?
Yep, get a do-over tomorrow.
Yep. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with you doing it live. Come on up and let's talk about it, Martine. Come on. You know, I mean, it's you know, everybody goes through that shit on YouTube, man. It's fucking struggles of YouTube, man. You know?
Yep, that's just part of it.
That's just part about being on YouTube. For real. Like I've been through it. Like I've had some of the fucking nastiest of the nastiest people on YouTube come after me, and it is what it is. You know?
Well, you know, I mean, I think to survive on YouTube, you got to have some pretty thick skin. You got to be willing sometimes to deal with crap that you don't want to deal with, but it's just part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know what? You know what, Martine? We don't know if that's going to be double cool or not until after it plays out, but we do know this. We do know this. However it plays out has nothing to do with you. So Martine says, I unblocked Maria and Rose managed to make peace with Maria. That's good. I didn't know that Maria and Rose were feuding.
Oh wow.
Even got her to talk to Rose, who showed up but didn't want to talk and chat. I get that. Maria said she'll talk to Rose later, so double cool, right? It was what happened next that I fucked right up on. Well, let's hear about it. See, earlier that day, some weird ass shit had happened in Nini's show with me. I read into it too much. No, Maria and Rose were cool with each other. Okay. This would be so much easier if we didn't have to type it out and you could just come up here and just talk about it. I'm just saying. But you don't have to. You can be like Rose and not want to come up on panel and just chat about it in chat. What about you, Luna? Have you always been perfect or what?
What's that?
Have you always been perfect or have you had some mistakes in your life?
Oh, shit. I've made mistakes in my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody does. And trust me, Martine, like here on YouTube, it's so easy to make a mistake with somebody. Like people you would never even think would get pissed off at you for something. Like for real. It is. It's weird how it works. Okay. Don't yell at me, boss. Don't yell at me, underboss. Don't yell at me, okay? It was me who had fallen out with Maria. It was me who had fallen out with Rose. Oh, okay. Well, why? Anyway, I was upset with Leanie about the number of things I hadn't addressed with her at the time when they had happened. I let that build up. Oh yeah, shit. Yep. Building that shit up, man. I'm telling you what, man, that's the greatest thing. That's the worst thing anybody could ever do to themselves. It's just you're just setting yourself up for destruction of your own kind.
You gotta get that stuff on your shoulders, huh?
That's how come shit works out for me so good. Because if I got a problem with you, I'm addressing it right fucking now. That way, there's no way it can be misconstrued. There's no way it can be led into other shit. There's just I'm handling this shit right fucking now. You know? You invited Leanie into the live too. Okay. Now Maria gets along with Leanie. Does Rose and Leanie get along? Like I invite everybody in my lives. So even if I know they don't like each other, I'm still inviting everybody into my lives. Like,
G2K, I'll tell you like I tell everybody else, take care of your business.
I mean, for real. Like handle your shit at the time it needs handled. Don't let that shit build up. I'm not trying to talk down to you, Martine, or any of that shit. So please don't take it that way. I'm just saying that's just how I handle. I haven't always been that way. But when it comes to this YouTube shit, you handle that shit right then and there. Well, don't beat yourself up over it. Did you learn a lesson from it? Well, learn a lesson from it and move on. Tomorrow's a new day, man.
Yeah.
For real. For real. Just and one thing I know about YouTube is if you give it enough time, it'll all work out anyway. I mean, it might not work out exactly how you want it to work out, but it'll all work out in a positive manner, for sure. Well, I guess there was that one situation with Ernie that didn't work out in a positive manner for him, but that was him. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know. And if all else fails, I guess buy flowers.
Yeah.
Just saying, you know. I'm not trying to talk down to you, so don't take it that way or anything, because you know, shit, I made the same mistake, bro. I made the same mistake many times. I told Leanie in her lives that I wasn't a submissive, but she called me it again and again. I didn't like it. Being told I submit to women just because I had taken my shirt off in her show twice. So that was me trying to handle it there and then. Huh. Well, what kind of laugh was it? Was it like a ha 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 or a you're fucking fucked up ha 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 or look at this little bitch ha 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 laugh? I tell you what, if I took my shirt off around all those ladies, they'd be fucking laughing their asses off too. So I clammed up and didn't talk to her about it properly like an adult. Yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens. It sounds like to me you're beating yourself up a little bit more than you need to be, for sure. And now I'm all alone. Oh my God. I guess I'm nervous. No, they were just having a giggle about it. I just got offended. Well, okay, I can see that. Yeah, no, you'll find out, Martine. He says, you ain't heard it yet, boss? No, I haven't. You'll find out.
He hasn't been on YouTube at all for
Yeah, I haven't really been on YouTube for almost a week now, and like even though I haven't been on YouTube for a week now, like I don't get involved in all that shit. Like I really don't. I really don't. I try to be the one that brings peace and harmony. Like I think we're all way better when we're all firing on the same as one cohesive unit. And I know that there's people that come onto my panel that don't get along with other people in my panel or on my channel, and that's okay. But they get along when they're here. And that's what I tried. That's what I tried. I try to keep the civility of it all in, even though I mean there's people There are people that have come onto my channel, into my chat, onto my panel that I do not like, and you would never be none the wiser. Why? Well, because there's a time and place for it, and I just don't go that way. I just don't. I just try to find the peace, and I just try to find the peace. I've had enough fucked upness in my life. I don't need to be creating it on my own, you know?
Cool.
Anyway, I thought she'd tear me a new asshole. I seen her destroying men on her lives. Who, Leanie? Shit. That big old teddy bear girl? Come on now. I got this idea in my head. She's enjoyed it. Then this weird ass live yesterday happened. 3 things happened on that live that I'll tell you about in a bit. But I own that shit now, and reality sets in. Yeah, fuck reality. I'm with you on that one, Martine. I fucking hate when that moment that you realize reality has now sunketh in. Fuck, I hate that moment. I hate that moment. I do. You know what? You keep coming up here and dropping down. I'm just going to have to keep bringing you back up here, Luna.
Hey, that was my mistake. I kicked myself.
Well, as long as you're not kicking others, and well, I guess they had a good kicking coming, then, you know.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. You know. I just think, you know, I don't know. If you just let, I don't know. Let's hear the rest of your story, Martine.
Better yet, you should just come up and talk about it.
So later I fired up that live. I made peace with Maria, and Rose came in, and I spoke my side of making peace with Rose too. Things were going well. Bum, bum, bum. Uh-oh.
It's always when things are going well.
It's always when things are going well that fucking damn catastrophes.
That's when you got to worry.
Yep. But people who Rose had hurt wanted their say as well, and I began to feel the stress again. Well, I can tell you right now, I see what you're saying. I already know where you're going, and no, I haven't watched this, and no, I don't know what happened. But I'm telling you right now, then you should have. If you're gonna allow people to do that, then you got to reap the repercussions that come along with that. But what I would do is I would have just told them, hey, I guess that's why you got your own channel, so address it on your own channel, because it ain't getting handled here.
I'll do that on my channel, and
You know,
I'm not gonna let it happen here. So take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You just gotta stand up to them and say, "Hey,
Yep.
these are my boundaries.
Yep.
Don't."
You got to remember,
cross
yeah,
them.
you got to set the boundaries for your own channel.
Yep.
You can't, no matter who it is, how much you like them or dislike them,
Lay down the rules.
you can't let other people dictate how you manage your channel. That's for sure. This thing with Leanie had happened, and earlier that day, I had invited her in too. Said, why don't you find your way in and tell me why it's so funny to call a man a submissive? I could tell you why. I could tell you why. Because some men are submissive and it's funny. I'm not a submissive. That's for sure. I've definitely not been the submissive my entire life. Not because of it's a male thing or a female thing, but I've always been the defiant one. You tell me to do something, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Especially if I didn't want to do it in the first place.
But see, if they ask you and not tell you, that's a different thing. Though.
That's a good point
that
there,
makes
Luna.
a big difference too, right there. Yeah.
In my life, I managed to get some people I managed to get some people speak their mind, and I was saying to Maria, Rose has hurt a lot of people here, and Maria said she thinks Rose will stop. Victory. Nope, not even close. Here's the thing with Rose. I love Rose. I love Rose. Anybody can say whatever they want about her. Rose gave me a chance when I was down and out. I didn't have a dog in the fight. And one thing I know about Rose is she's gonna piss everybody off at one point in time. No matter how close you are to her,
Yeah.
no matter how fucking tight you are with her, she's gonna say something that's gonna piss you off, and you're gonna be pissed off at her. That's how Rose is. That's one of the things I love about
You
Rose.
just gotta kind of let it go and just
Move on.
Move on.
Then Leanie came in, did her usual, walked through the chat, greeted everyone. Okay. Things are going smooth. And then, bum, bum, bum. I love Rose, but I couldn't watch her anymore. She reminds me of my family too much. And see, I've been there with Rose myself, Martine. I have been there with Rose myself. Like, I'm one of the biggest Rose supporters out there. I have been for quite a number of time now, for quite a substantial amount of time now. And I reached a point to where I couldn't go in there because
You had to take a break, huh?
I had to take a break from Rose, and I had to take a break from Lionel, and I had to take a break from a couple other people because anytime I go in there, all I was hearing was bitching and going, attacking, and I can't do it. I can't do it. So I had to take a break from all of them myself. I've been there a couple of times.
Get up there
Nini said, so what am I here for, Martine? Unless you have something to say, I'll go. Then I had a right fucking go at her. Well, that was kind of mean. I'm just saying.
Can I say something here?
Nope. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
You don't even know who you're talking about, what's going on, but it sounds like a bad episode of a soap opera to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing people got to realize about YouTube. You know, it's its own universe, man. It's not. I mean, there is real shit. Like I handle real shit on my channel, but a lot of it, it's just a big fucking soap opera. It really is. But I have seen people get honestly fucking hurt and drugged through the mud on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
For sure.
I agree.
Yeah. So you don't know who Team Rose is, Luna?
Who?
Team Rose?
Yeah, I know who she is.
No, that's one of the people Martine is talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the other individuals, but I know who Rose is, yeah.
And see, and like what I just said about Rose, am I worried about her hearing? No, I'm not. Because I'd say that to her face, and she knows it. Like I love Team Rose, regardless of what anybody wants to say about her. But I've had my differences with her too. For real. And that's all part of life. You know what I mean? We're all not always going to get along, and we're all just because I got 10 people in one chat and 10 people in another chat and 10 people in another chat that get along, don't mean that when I get those 30 people together that they're all going to get along in one chat. Yeah, being a content creator is it's hard, man. It's not the easiest thing. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be anyway.
How long you had your channel, G2K?
Just over 2 years now. It was 2 years.
Oh,
I hit my 2-year anniversary in June 16th.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Like Nene doesn't know it. Nene doesn't know it. Like she said something to me that really like kind of hurt my feelings too. And I don't know. I don't know if she realizes it or not, but
I know a lot of people that hurt my feelings on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, like,
but
these are
you know, it is what it is. Oh, Mom says hi, G2K. Hi, Sugar Glider.
Hi, Mom.
I had a fallout with Team Rose several weeks ago. Luna went in her live stream and kicked off in chat. Blocked her and her army. Yeah.
Well, it happens. That's just
Yeah.
part of being on YouTube.
Yep, it is.
Live and learn, huh?
Yep. Yeah, you know, some things are better left not said. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's like this, but usually if I say something that offends somebody, I pick up on it instantly that it's offended somebody because that's just how blunt I am. Like if I'm gonna, you know what I mean. So maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but I just thought it was messed up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's your opinion, right?
Yeah. All right, my mom hit 100
All
subs.
right.
Hell yeah,
Good
mom.
to go.
Hey, congratulations on that 100.
Good job.
Secret Rock, squat. What's up? Secret Rock says Luna.
How you feeling, Mom?
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't a very enthusiastic. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I figured you knew since you were the one that said it, but you know, hey, if you didn't know, you soon get to know, you know? Congratulations.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Or you can just put it in the private chat. Or I can just wait till later.
He does it right there, but next to you, huh?
God. What'd you do, Seagull Rock?
Oh.
Seagull Rock says, she doesn't like me still. Bad.
Oh.
Yeah, he is not in my good graces and has not been for a long time.
Well, damn. You ever heard that saying, hell hath no fury that as a woman scorned? Well, I think that might be a little bit of the case of what you're doing with there, Seagull Rock. I don't know the situations, but some of my YouTube friends like Maria and Lizzo are still okay with me. Well, that's good. That's good. And what about Rose and Nene? Yes and no, right? So be it. So be it. Don't let
Dictate.
them, whether they are okay with you or not, dictate you doing what you started doing YouTube for.
I say you like me or not, or don't. Either way, I'm still gonna be me. So
Trust me,
at the end of
because
the day,
yeah, because trust me, even though I got this lovable face and I got this lovable personality and I'm just a big old cuddly bear, trust me, there are quite a few people on YouTube that would tell you a totally different story about me. Hands down, would tell you that I'm the most ignorant piece of
I
shit.
think if you're a creator on YouTube, you're gonna have haters.
It's inevitable.
Everybody has people that hate them. You know what I mean? It's just part of like competition, I guess, or whatever it is. But
Well, if at some point in time, Mom, maybe we could set up like a live stream, but not live stream it, you know, like an after deal, like, you know, like we've done before. A private chat.
Like a backstage.
Yeah.
yeah,
Backstage chat. Maybe we could do something like that sometime. Well, what do you expecting to come out of all of it, Martine? I guess is my next question. Like, where do you see where do you want this? Where do you want it to be in a week from now? Yeah, see, Martine. Yeah, Mom, you want to come up? Maybe I'll drop the link. And we won't, you know.
I'll be right back, G2K. Hang on a minute.
Okay, Luna.
yeah, because mom's one of his mods. Maybe she can give some advice or some points, you know.
Yeah. And even if you guys don't, and even if you guys didn't want me, you know. She's she's hard to handle when it comes to like I haven't like besides the one thing which I can kind of sort of understand but not really because I mean it's me, you know what I mean? But
That's the problem I have with her.
But she didn't really been mean to me.
Who?
Leanie.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like her very much, but that's just me though. That's just me and my reasons.
Hey mom.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you feeling?
I'm I don't know if I'm still trying to get over the COVID, but I don't know if I got something else on top of it. Cause I'm now I'm having different symptoms. And so I should be over the COVID, but I'm still sick with something else or leftover COVID. I don't know.
Did you get a flu shot?
I did. I haven't had one yet for this year, but I did have one for last year. And I just saw, because I've only seen the doctor once, and that was to get, when they put me on the medication for the COVID and stuff. So I go back to see him in a couple of weeks.
Do you think maybe you should try to get in sooner than that?
Well, I'll see. I was gonna this week. I've been trying to get better so I can go because I'm supposed to do my blood test before I go back, but I haven't. I haven't been able to get out of the house and go do anything.
It sounds like you got bronchitis.
Well, the week after I had been, diagnosed with COVID, my niece came home and said, she goes, "Oh, I have COVID and I have bronchitis."
Yep.
And so that's what she told me. And, tonight she called me and she says, everybody wants to come over and watch a fight. And I said, "You do know I'm sleeping on the chair, the recliner most of the night. And sometimes I sleep on the couch, but most of the nights I'm on the recliner just for the fact that it helps because of the congestion." Right. And and she goes, "Well, do you mind if we watch the fight?" I said, "Do you want to tell everybody I'm sick first?" Maybe they
not
won't.
COVID, people.
Yeah, that's the type of place where I'm living right now. It's like.
Did they give you an inhaler?
I have an old inhaler and stuff like that. When I used to have chronic bronchitis and stuff like that. So it's very old, but it's still sometimes I still use it.
Don't use it.
Yeah, if it's expired, don't use it.
Right now I'm been
Hi, Martine.
I found some severe cold and flu Alka-Seltzer.
Right.
And so I've been taking that.
That's good.
And stuff. So, but yeah. So I'm, yeah. So
yeah, well, you better get feeling better.
I'm trying. I mean,
Okay.
it's like this is getting old and
my wife just said if that inhaler's expired, it could possibly make shit worse for you if you're using it.
Okay.
So yeah, don't use it at all.
Okay.
I'll send you one. I have plenty of them.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Possible.
But literally, yeah.
Yeah, just until when we'll just call me. Just call it. Yeah, just call us tomorrow. Or I'm just gonna end this live stream. So because Martine, Mom wanted to talk to you anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
and
cool.
Whatnot, and we're not about doing that. So have a good one, everybody. Everybody hang around.
Hey.
Hey,
And